To today's paper in review on Idea Television. I have with me here my beautiful colleague, Ella. How are you?
I'm fine. Good morning.
Good morning. Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah. Here we have a couple of papers with the rampant headlines this morning. We have about 7 papers for review. So we start with, I think, the Guardian newspaper. Ella, what do you have in the Guardian?
Oh, the Guardian newspaper, we have on the big story here at page 4 and 5, we have uncertainty for FIFA soccer fans over Trump's American first politics. That's the big story.
Okay, uncertainty. And then what do you have on the other riders in front page of the same Guardian?
Okay. We have 2027, PDP rejects Tinubu endorsement on the front page of the Guardian.
And the race article?
And the news article.
Others over ADC coalition.
ADC coalition, yeah.
It's on page what?
That's on page 27 of the Guardian.
Okay, on the same riders, on the Guardian newspaper, you have appeal court upholds a Fediwa election as Ondo governor. That is on page 27 of the same Guardian newspaper. Tension as bandits dismember 2 teenagers in Kogi State. Have you heard of it?
Tension, wow.
Kogi State. Bandits still rampaging the state.
Still rampaging the state, everything.
That's unfortunate. Kogi State. Okay. They are almost going towards the north central and the entire north.
I'm telling you, they're almost taking over, you know. They're almost taking over.
On the same Guardian newspaper, we have another rider which says more defectors. Leadership crisis. Unsettled PDP, ADC ahead of 2027 polls. Get this on page 6 of the same Guardian newspaper. Same defectors. People are still moving to ADC and PDP ahead of 2027. I think they should base their findings on issue of leadership rather than defection. This is the political area, but this is not the main issue of what Nigeria needs now. The ideal thing is should be leadership and the delivering dividends of democracy rather than partying now. The time for partying should be 2027. It's about 2 years coming.
Yeah, about
I think
2
so.
years
It's too early.
Yeah, I think everybody is now in a haze. They're trying to fence their nets for anything that they are finding actually ready.
Yeah, but that shouldn't be the case. I think they should pay more attention on leadership rather than party election now. Electioneering should come. That should be about 2 years' time.
Talking about security, they should even focus more on security.
Exactly. So that's it. It's quite unfortunate. So these are what you have in the Guardian newspaper. And you have another one. Furor over Rivers local government polls as group threatens legal action against the acting governor of Rivers State, Ebas, who is trying to conduct election in the absence of the throned governor in Assam. So I think this is another problem that the system is having now. That is on page 29 of the same Guardian newspaper. So what paper do you have again after the Guardian?
On the same Guardian newspaper,
Okay.
we have concern as bank charges customers to accumulate USD debts. That's USSD debts. This we see at page 18 of the Guardian newspaper. And also on the same Guardian newspaper, we have 74% of children in detention homes waiting trial, report declares. You see this on the page 7 of the Guardian newspaper.
Same Guardian newspaper, okay. See, that's still calling this same Guardian newspaper. On page 3, the front rider of the Guardian newspaper says, call off strike for negotiation. Presidency reps tells health workers. That's the present nurses and I think some of the doctors who are on strike. That's not on strike.
This increase in the payments that we talked about.
They're talking about the issue of salary increase and the emoluments,
yes, yes, I think they've not increased their salary yet, and it's causing them to go on strike.
It's quite unfortunate that at this era we should be talking about strikes by health workers. It is not healthy for the nation.
It's not healthy.
The people should be downtrodden up to now. You get strikes from workers to every workers. They're all going on strike. There's nothing. That's the issue of abandoning leadership for politics.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
It's like our leaders are even more focused on the politics.
But they are than leadership, because you see that the old system is failing, and people are complaining while they are busy talking politics. It's not healthy for the nation at all. So I think we should go to next paper. Newspaper, do you have there?
You take the front page of the Vanguard newspaper.
Okay. What people saying? Then Vanguard. Okay, what headline says? FG approves policy to regulate trade union activities. Get this on page 3 of the Vanguard newspaper. And same Vanguard newspaper. What are you saying again in any of the pages?
On page 8 of the Vanguard newspaper, 2027 OB confirms talks with PDP and others on the page 8.
Yes, these are really showing the cracks that we have in the ADC. Because I understand the ADC, they didn't form the coalition. They are having a lot of cracks now in the party. People trying to defect. At the same time, there are moles planted in the same party to disrupt the opposition party. Either by some individuals we can't really know. But it's like the opposition, they are all in problem. You get Labour is having crisis. ADC having crisis, you understand?
I don't think they are settled.
They're not even settled. It's like they are moles being planted, either by individual or who can never say who is causing that. But opposition should be a healthy part of democracy.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, that's on.
On the same page 8, we have governors move to address education crisis.
All right.
Yeah.
As the governor of the state, education crisis.
To address education crisis. I think it's high time they actually look into our educational system.
Okay, that's good.
That's actually nice.
Tinubu extends customs CG tenure. That's Controller General tenure. He's extending people who are supposed to be retired. They are saying that tenure. They don't have to be tenure. This is the same problem we're having.
What about others?
No, that's the thing. You know, when they enter position like this, they find it difficult to leave the place. That's the problem. And you don't blame them. It's the system that allows such things to continue.
Yes, exactly.
People who should retire, you're supposed to retire them so that the other people can grow. You continue to reassign them to different portfolios.
Keeping them
It's not true. It's not true. It's a corrupt system of government that we are trying to do.
To make others to feel cheated.
Exactly, cheated. Yes. And the system will remain there, stagnant.
Of course, no moving forward because it's same person and same method.
You see, that's the thing.
Actually going to help out.
So in the same Vanguard, you have the front rider saying here how misuse of Cybercrime Act cost Nigeria 1.1 trillion naira in 7 years. That's cybercrimes. Wow. That's, you understand? Misuse of cybercrimes because people are trying to go into crimes these days. You know how to survive. The system, not just individuals now, but you're talking about even a standard system now go into crimes, and that's by denying the government and the system the required finance to run the entire system. Wow. So you see, that's terrible. What do you have in the same front page there?
Okay, I think you've taken all of the front page I can see here. So let me move to Daily Trust.
Okay.
Let me move to Daily Trust. 34 million Nigerians at risk of hunger as UN food aid ends.
Tell me. That's it.
That's
you know, there are a lot of United Nations agencies for food that are withdrawing their services. Not just Nigeria, a lot of African countries and third world countries too. So you know, so the sound UNICEF discovered a lot of this withdrawal of other health services or some drugs like America have given in Assam. So it's telling on if you go to the core northern areas where we have crisis of disease imminent, children are suffering because of this and a lot of health crisis, health challenges all over the place, and the system should be able to fill the gap. That's what it means. If America cannot take care of the world or take care of some undeveloped countries, we should be able to do this ourselves. Okay, 34 million Nigerians at risk of hunger. So UN withdraw aid. That's a serious issue.
And it's very, very serious.
Yes, well, you can see a lot of diseases, endemic diseases all over the place. Simple because they withdraw. Something I've been giving for over 30, 40 years. And now they just withdraw and you cannot cope with the system. Very unfortunate, I tell you. Harsh and bad governance protest. 1 year after, nothing has changed. These are the conveners of bad governance. That's it. 2020, End bank governance should be of recent time.
Yes.
End bank governance, the one they did last after that of Lagos to gate crisis.
Yes, NSAS, yes.
So nothing is happening. Nothing's changed. Nothing. So same thing.
Actually looking forward towards that.
So if the conveners are complaining, which means anything, they can't think and trigger a new one entirely. That's what it means. Which means the conditions put up that time is still existing. Nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed.
It's quite unfortunate.
Instead, they are looking forward to what they are to do. They are looking forward to what is coming into their mind. We shouldn't actually do that.
Yes. On the other page of the riders on the Daily Trust says Canada to join UK, France to recognize Palestinian states in September. So, and these are trying to recognize and I think the state of Israel has complained that most of these allies shouldn't recognize the Palestinians. But it's all for the good of the entire world. And then to live side by side, the Palestinian on the other side and Israel on the other side, living peacefully. So, well, that's led for international politics to take up that. So, Niger takes FG to court over 13% derivation in the Niger state. Doing that, derivation case, that's a strike. Government nurses meet today. I think the earlier they meet over this crisis, the better for the nation.
Better for them because at this point now, the nurses are actually serious to take action.
They're taking action because you can remember one of our colleagues who is there now. No nurses to even attend to our sick child. So that's the situation we find ourselves in this country.
This is actually happening in government hospitals because these nurses are actually neglected sometimes, and you don't expect them not to be paid and still render services. That's why we have a lot of death calamity everywhere, and then we're putting the blames on them. When you've not been paid, you've not eaten well, will you come for work?
No, but even if you haven't paid, I think most of their problem, the agitation lies mostly on the issue of emolument allowances. Now, they have been paid quite a lot, but if there's any negotiation between them, the union and the government, I think the government is supposed to make sure that such a negotiation stands. Yes, exactly. Not that you promise them that you're going to pay
and
part.
At the end of the day, because they are humans too.
They must, yes. It's part of their rights. It's their right. It's not even a privilege. Yes, it's their right, so they should be paid. Yes. You understand? So to avoid such a crisis within our system. Okay, so that's it. So what do you have on the next page of? I think you have Daily Times. Have you dealt in Daily Times? As I can see crisis here. FG approves 909 billion naira for airport upgrades. I think the money will be channeled to the right direction. Yes, because a lot of our airports are depleted. Exactly. You understand? So I wish all the airports should be upgraded to international standard.
Yes. We just hope and pray that this time around, we see our result and see our money work.
Yeah, exactly. The money should be channeled properly. Because I can see a lot of airports. There are airports you go now, they are very substandard. They don't even like even a second-class airport. So all these things should be upgraded if not for international standard, but then they should be upgraded to the standard that every flight can be able to take off and land.
Exactly. That's
exactly. That's it.
Yes. So on the same Daily Crimes, you have customers laments attacks on officers. Sees 95.7 million naira smuggled fuel. This you see at page 2.
Okay, of Daily Times, I suppose.
Of Daily Crimes, yeah, of Daily Crimes. Page 2 of Daily Crimes.
Okay. CNG, same on the rider, Daily Times first rider, saying CNG policy targets economically viable alternative speaker. Okay. That's on page 2, I suppose too. No, okay. Edo PDP demands what? The deployment of REC, executive officers, ahead of what? By-elections. So Edo election is still ongoing. After reports of rigging and other things had gone to High Court and Supreme Court. You can see the PDP demanding the deployment of Resident Electoral Commission for Edo State. It's because of lack of trust. You see, it's a lack of trust. If you are rejecting a government appointee over issues of such as election, it shows that there's problem in our system. Yes, because the INEC is supposed to be, or resident elected commission are supposed to be of unbiased people.
Of course.
They shouldn't take side to any party, but they should play the rule. Just according to the rule, yes, according to the game. So it's just unfortunate that for every election we're having issues. And this is supposed to be by-election. The main election we held, I think, about a few months ago.
Yes.
So you see, they are still having crisis in Edo State. So you
So
get this on page 2
So
on Daily Times.
same on the daily crimes, we have insecurities. Zamfara residents beg for FG's intervention. This same on page 2.
Okay, over issue of insecurity in Zamfara State is terrible.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
They
terrible.
are not even facing what we are
It
facing.
is
Right?
terrible. Zamfara State is simple. The same thing in Katsina.
Yes.
And about 3-4 central, not central states, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Issue of every day. Niger, it's also involved now.
People working with fear.
So it's quite unfortunate that people cannot sleep in this country with their 2 eyes closed.
I'm telling you, they can't even do some things without being afraid.
It's terrible, yes. Insecurity is really depriving us of our dividends of running a democratic system. If people can't go to farms, imagine. That's why you have an issue of food crisis all over the country.
I'm telling you.
Yes, because people can't go to their farms again.
Definitely.
And yes, you can see even some bandits have taken over their farms. For you to come and harvest, they will ask you to pay fine.
Problem.
You pay fine to harvest your own crop. It is a terrible situation.
In your own land, you do not have to do what you want to do because you are afraid for your own life.
Yes.
And you see farmers not being active anymore because of the death rates.
Yes. Nobody will go to farm. Nobody wants to go to the farm. You can't risk your life going to produce food. Exactly. It's not. It's a very, very unfortunate. It's terrible.
Foods are actually expensive right now, and you will not blame them.
You don't blame them anyway.
Transporting those foods now to where they are supposed to be sold is a problem.
You can't get that. It's quite unfortunate. It's part of the failing system we are trying to run, because it's not. Insecurity is a serious challenge. It's not in this country. It's a challenge. I don't know how we're going to solve it. But no, it's unfortunate. Let's hope that something will be done.
That's what we've been hoping for a very long time now, that this is actually going to fall back to place.
So what do you have in Matrix? The Matrix newspaper.
Okay, on page 3 of the Matrix newspaper, we have fuel price increase looms as oil marketers hike ex-depot prices.
Attention, as Dangote Refinery does what? Suspends PMS sales.
PMS sales, yes.
Yes, this issue of oil. I think the oil is becoming something else. Today you are getting the difference in price from the government outlet to private outlet. It's quite unfortunate. It's on page what? On page 3. Page 3 of the Matrix. Okay, the same on the Matrix, you have FG bows to pressure, withdraws controversial circular on nurses' wages. So there's been ways before there have been a circular. So you see, I think the government should be able to take care of these nurses, and let's forge ahead. I'm talking of medical issue, and at the same time, the healthcare workers are going on strike. It's not healthy for this country, please.
It's not healthy.
Okay, yeah.
It's not healthy.
Dino Milayo quits PDP. Unfortunate. Dino Milayo quits PDP.
Why is he quitting?
No, definitely, I think they are all part of this coalition, the ADC. Maybe they want to quit off the former party and then fully align to the new coalition, which is the ADC.
Okay.
So you should expect that from Dino Milayo. The same thing, we're going to be the national acting chairman, David Mark.
Wow.
So most of them definitely have to quit to PDP and then realign fully to the ADC. So crisis erupts in ADC.
Same ADC.
As Hafiu Bola declares himself Ibrahim interim chairman. So this is the problem now in the ADC. They're having factions now. They're having factions. That's the problem.
Wow.
Yes, you can imagine. This is a new, more or less a new formed coalition in crisis.
He's even declaring himself.
That's it now. Same thing we just passed through during Labour Party. You have the Abule faction. You have the Apampa faction. And that's why you see problem in Labour. The same thing now is brewing up now in the ADC. So which means, where is the opposition now in Nigeria? It seems there's no opposition again. All the opposition parties are in crisis. Yeah. So it's a win-win now for for APC come 2027. But I hope they will get the acts in order. Yes, sir. So that's the problem we are having now. So any other do you have in the party here?
Yeah, we have Natasha lied about court order. Okay. Fabio's aide speak.
All right.
That's on page 3.
Okay. I think I think we should be rounding up this paper review. I think I think you are done with your last paper there.
Yes, I
So
am.
okay. So I think with all the papers making the rounds, we were able to give you the today's daily headlines as it stands from different papers. I think, but make sure you do stay with us in all our social media handles. And then if you are following us, just pass on your comment, like us, follow us, and hit the subscription button. Ella?
Thank you very much, viewers, for watching this. We hope to see you next time.
Thank you, and God bless. So,